We are joining Skye Samuels on Skype. Skye on Skype. Hey, Skye. Good to see you.
Hi, and I'm here with my puppy Hope today.
Oh, look.
Yeah, she's going to be like, she likes to join in sometimes. So if you start running around or the Christmas tree starts twirling, it's because she likes to be a part of everything that we do. So,
oh, how lovely. How lovely. Well,
so
I'm sure glad
Doug?
that I'm glad you and Hope could be a part with us tonight. So
we're very, very happy to be here. So I'm shuffling the cards, and this week I'm going to use these beautiful Robin Hood deck, which has got this amazing Celtic flair to it. And I love that because they remind me of like the Northern Hemispheres and the mountains and the trees and the snow and all that good stuff, seeing as I'm in Florida and you're in Southern California, right?
Yeah, when you said snow, I got a quiver because we don't say that word down here.
So anyway, so a little bit about this week, Doug. Well, you know, every week I do, you know, I have a YouTube channel, and which is Skye Samuel. And I also, the email I work out of and the place I work out of here in Sarasota in Florida is www.wildgingerapothecary.com. And every week, if you join their Facebook page on their social media, or you look on YouTube, you'll see I do a weekly reading. And this weekly reading, and a monthly one too, and a lot of other stuff, but this week's reading was really interesting because it was very much connected to a lot of love, romance, and joy. And that's because we have had this trine in the sky between Venus and Neptune. And Venus is like in the mythology, she's like Aphrodite, she's full of love and beauty and everything. And Neptune, you know, he like comes out of the sea and he's got the big trident and everything. And so they're doing a thing in the sky. And this week we're going to be like anointed by their power. You know, and it's going to be so like, so it's a time of really taking note of where we're at, feeling the romance, but not just romance. You know, even if you're not in a relationship or you don't have people in your life, it's great to keep that inner feeling of self-care, self-love, and keeping our chalice full, which is really important. So this is a time of big breakthroughs. It's also a time of, you know, holding from our heart and giving from our heart this year. It's not about materialistic things.
Right.
You know, that's going to come in the future. This is, you know, big plans for those pentacle cards, which are connected to the earth, have been coming up a lot for the future. Yeah. But right now it's about holding what's in our hearts and love and healing. And so that's a big part of that.
Wow, thank you. I love what you shared about letting the gift being a part of your consideration rather than just tossing money around. And that's a connectedness that goes into the gift when you're really feeling it, considering it. Thank you, Skye.
Well, I'm shuffling the cards, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to randomly, you know, pick a card or a couple of cards and see what comes up. But sometimes they just, like that, just pop out. So what's interesting is, so look at this. This is beautiful. Now, the wands are the element of fire. And this gorgeous 6 here, she sits on her white horse, or he does. It's kind of feminine, masculine card, you know, and she comes through in victory. You know, battle is done. All those people are cheering on. This is like all the people want us to be successful. We want success, and we want people to do well. So as we're giving this year, this is about, you know, really giving from the heart and wanting people to have, you know, whatever it is, you know, and for them to do well and to be successful. And a lot of that is by holding, you know, it's about walking with dignity, holding our heads up high. And I know, Doug, you do a lot for, you know, charity organizations. I watched you doing all your stuff this last weekend. And, you know, it's about people having a chance. And that's what this is about. This is about moving forward and in victory and people applauding you, and for us to be able to be at that place where we can accept that applause because it's a job well done. And everybody has done a really good job this year one way or another.
Wow.
So that's basically where I'm at. And what I'd like to do is pull these two cards that go along with it. Now we have this king here. And talking about Neptune, this is the King of Cups. He's the King of Water. So this is actually a vision of Neptune, right? Which is kind of interesting. He sits on this throne surrounded by the ocean. And look at the dolphins in the background. And he sits and he drinks from this chalice. So basically what that's telling me is, it's saying he's like having your back covered by, you know, emotional security. It's saying no matter what happens, he brings emotional security. He washes away what will harm you. And what I'm loving about that is that it comes with this Wheel of Fortune. Now, Wheel of Fortune doesn't always mean to me a wheel that's going to bring in, you know, luck. But this does mean that. And it's wheels are transformation. And this year is such a transformation. And this transformation is moving forward right now, especially up to the 21st of this month, which is winter solstice, because there's a huge conjunction in the sky between Jupiter and Saturn. So they're both coming down like this, and they're going to go ding on the 21st. Wow. And that is going to be like the original Star of Bethlehem, and starts a 20-year cycle for us, Doug, for the future. So I'm loving.
When you say a 20-year cycle.
20-year cycle.
Can I ask you a question? When you say a 20-year cycle, will it loom? Will something be present in the sky for 20 years?
Yeah, what's going to happen is that basically these two planets are coming down like this, and astrologers right now are watching them. You can see a map even now when you look in the sky, depending on where you are in the world. Obviously, you're going to get a different look at it. But if you see these planets are coming together, and on the 21st they're going to go ding, and these stars coming together like that are going to form like the Star of Bethlehem. And so like this big star, and it's going to shift the energy. And people and astrologers have been talking about this coming for such a long time. It's going to start like a new era. It's going to start a new, like some people say it's like like people talk about the age of Aquarius, or they're talking about, you know, this new era. And we're going to, it's like by opening up to new possibilities that will come into our lives for the next 20 years. It's a big deal.
Wow, Skye, I thank you so very much. I love what you do. I thank you for joining us.
Well, thank you for inviting me, and I hope everybody has a wonderful time. And I just want to say happy Hanukkah to all the people celebrating on the 10th. May your festival of lights lead your way through the darkness into the light of the future, and have a beautiful Hanukkah blessings.
Thank you, Skye.
Namaste.
Skye Samuel.